I repeat, we are back. Hello, hello, hello. All righty, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get on to that next guest of the stream. I appreciate everybody for spamming the chat. I am back. I'm back. What are you guys spamming? Just like random letters or like words? I don't know. What the fuck is the chat doing right now? Anyways, we're going to go to get the next guest up here. If you're in that queue, make sure that you voted for Trump. And YouTube, I'm sorry for neglecting you for this long. I'm pulling you up on my laptop as we speak. What is going on, Tina? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Oh no, Tina, why the hell did you vote for the worst presidential candidate of your life while I am plugging in my laptop?
Well, I don't think, he's not the best person. He says a lot of controversial things, but I think I put my emotions aside this time and voted for someone that is actually going to do things for American citizens instead of just talking and, pulling out heartstrings without actually doing things. A lot of the things you mentioned, like Kamala Harris's things, and, the last person made a critique of, well, why didn't she just do executive orders? They had the ability to do a lot of things, as we've seen with Trump being in office. He's done a lot of things. He's put in a lot of executive orders. He's made things right. Okay. For instance, like the California fires, they said, oh, they can't turn on the water, blah, blah, blah. He turned it on in a single day. So it's just like they have the ability to do these things, but they don't.
Wait. What do you mean he turned on the water in California in a day? Explain that one to me. What?
Like when the fires were going on, the water was like cut off, right? There was no water.
And then the president like flipped a switch under the desk in the Oval Office to turn it back in. Please give me a source.
He didn't flip the switch. He was working with the people in California. I don't remember who exactly said like it couldn't be turned. It was like a senator or something that was saying like, oh no, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. And then it ended up taking a single day to figure it out.
Okay, so, what did Trump do?
He was working with these organizations and people to
But like specifically, what did he do? Okay, she's on pause. While she's on pause, guys, make sure that we're double tapping. And we have a lot of super chatters to catch up on.
I'm trying to look at the executive order, but he passed an executive order to turn on the water. I don't remember what it was because I can't look at my notes, unlike you that has a computer in front of you.
I have 3 devices in front of me. I'm like actually overstimulated by the amount of like shit that's going on computers. So you're all good. You could look it up on Google if you want to, but if you just want to move on to the next point, since you don't have a source, quite frankly, feel free.
Another thing you mentioned was the genocide, which free Palestine, that's all I'm going to say. But free Palestine is what I said. Why are you shocked by that?
Trump supporter?
First of all, let me just say this. I want to get this out of the way. Not only will Biden supported this and gave billions of dollars to Israel, so it's not just a case of Democrat or Republican, no matter who is in office, unfortunately, very, very unfortunately, we are going to support Israel because unfortunately we're allies with them. So no matter who the president is, sadly, we're going to help them, which I don't agree with any. That video that I saw from Trump, that AI, that was literally crazy. I was disgusted by that. But again, just because you support a president doesn't mean you have to support them wholeheartedly and believe everything that they do. You should have criticism towards any person that you are putting into office.
Here's the problem with your argument. Listen, I agree that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were pro-Israel. I agree.
Gave lots of money, didn't they?
I agree that they gave
billions.
Lots of... Tina.
Sorry.
I know that you've watched my debates before. The interruptions, they make it hard for me to speak. Now, I agree that that is wrong. I agree that is bad. I do not support pro-Israel policy from the Biden-Harris administration, right? But to equate the pro-Israel policy of the Biden-Harris administration to that of the Trump administration is actually just demeaning the value of Palestinian life because you act as if, right, stopping a weapon shipment of a 3,000-pound bomb is the same as resuming the weapon shipment of a 3,000-pound bomb. You act as
he resuming that?
Giving
is he giving money?
Humanitarian aid to Palestinians in Gaza is the same as giving no humanitarian aid to Palestinians in Gaza. You say that advocating for a ceasefire is the same as advocating for the occupation and ownership and ethnic cleansing of 1.4 million Palestinians by the direct hand of America on the Gaza Strip. Okay? So yes, Biden and Harris were bad for Palestine. Okay? And I condemn that. But Donald Trump is significantly worse for Palestine than Biden and Harris were.
How did he give them millions of bombs? He's actually, which again, I don't agree with it, but he's allowing a way for the Palestinians to find somewhere else, which I do not agree with.
This is like, whoa. This is like saying that slavery was allowing black people in America to have shelter, food, shelter, food, clothes, and warmth. That is like unironically what you're saying. Like, slavery allowed, black people in America to have shelter.
You say these very
food and water.
radicalized things to describe me. It's like you're connecting to slavery. That's not fair. That's not what we're talking about. Again, I am pro-Palestinian, but I'm making the comparison. You're talking about Biden and you're openly condemning, like whenever someone has something to say about Trump, you're like, well, he's actively supporting genocide. So did Biden. So will, unfortunately, any president that's going to be in America, because we are allies with Israel, which again, I do not agree with. But on one side, we have someone sending billions of dollars, sending bombs, saying they want a ceasefire, but then supplying them with military equipment. That's insane. That's deceitful at its least, okay?
So Tina, I don't appreciate you calling that comparison anything but true, because what it does is it demeans like the negative implications of your argument. What you told me was that, oh yeah, sure, Donald Trump wants to ethnically cleanse 1.4 million Palestinians, but he's doing something nice for them by giving them relocation to land which will increase their quality of life. In a nutshell, your argument, yes, you did, Tina, and I'm so sorry, but like 9,000 ears heard it, so I wouldn't try to play that willfully ignorant card to the words that came out of your mouth. Essentially, your argument is that it's okay to violate somebody's human rights if you think it will give them a higher quality of life.
It is not okay. I think that Palestinians should stay in their home.
The reason that I compared this to chattel slavery in America was because that was the most popularized argument for chattel slavery from the American South pre-Civil War.
Did I not say that I believe that Palestinians should stay in Palestine, their home?
So then what was your point of saying, but Trump is doing something good for them?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that you cannot actively say these like very radicalized things about one president when you cannot say the same thing for the other that did the same thing.
Stop reading your fucking...
They both suck.
Stop reading your notes. What was the first...
Reading my notes?
Yes,
I don't have notes.
What was the first 3 sentences that came out of my mouth as it related to my thoughts on the Biden-Harris administration and their support for Israel?
You said, well, Trump's doing it way worse. Is that not what you said? You said, Trump's way worse.
So Tina,
that's what you said.
So Tina, I'm going to go ahead and repeat it for you. But I'm also going to go ahead and fill you in on the fact that when you lose a debate and you just simply choose to ignore the words that come out of your opponent's mouth.
Are you gaslighting me?
No, I'm trying.
I think you're gaslighting me right now.
Okay, I'm annoyed. So what are we going to do? Are we going to have a discussion, or am I going to deal?
We can have a discussion, but I don't want you to make it out to seem like I think that Palestinians should not be in their homeland of Palestine, because that's not what I said. And I completely agree that they should not go anywhere else. They should not have, I understand that Trump's helping them, but like they should stay in their home. That's something I do not agree with Trump. I don't want you to make it out to seem like I don't believe in that.
So did you
I go to protest for Palestine. No.
Yeah, never go to one of those again.
First of all, that it's long gone. That happened a while ago, right? During Biden's administration.
That's not for you.
During Biden's administration.
That's so fucking embarrassing. You went to a pro-Palestinian protest and then turned around and voted the man into office that wants to ethnically cleanse 1.4 million.
When were those pro-Palestinian?
Now you give me a moment to finish here. You went to a pro-Palestinian protest, then you turn around, vote for the man that wants to ethnically cleanse 1.4 million Palestinians off of the Gaza Strip, and then build 50-foot golden statues of himself where the rebels stood. That is unreal to me. Now, I'm going to go ahead and continue because I want to reiterate my main point here. My main point is that I obviously disagree with Biden and Harris and their support of Israel. I disagree with every dollar sent to the state of Israel. I disagree with every missile, with every bomb, with every gun, with every bullet sent to the state of Israel. And I completely disagree with all support for a state that is, slaughtering innocent people, committing ethnic cleansing, and trying to claim land that they do not have a right to. Okay,
Me too.
110%. But my point here is that Kamala Harris was better for Palestine when compared to Donald Trump. And that statement is true. And the reason that statement is true was because Donald Trump supported more money to the state of Israel. Donald Trump supported more weapons to the state of Israel. Donald Trump supported more bombs to the state of Israel. And if Donald Trump, calling himself the most pro-Israel president that we have ever had, while calling Joe Biden a quote-unquote bad/dirty Palestine, plus him posting his AI Trump Gaza video on fucking Instagram and Twitter,
that was disgusting.
Where we're gonna like play this song about how great Trump Gaza is and build the golden statues after claiming ownership and personally ethnically cleansing 1.4 million Palestinians did not prove that to you, then you are nothing more than an intellectually dishonest virtue signaler that in all reality could care less about the lives of innocent Palestinians.
That's crazy. Because when did these 1.4 billion Palestinians get slaughtered? During which presidency? I'd like you to answer that question. During which presidency did they get slaughtered? 1.4 million. Sorry, I misspoke. Which presidency did that happen during?
What are you
Biden's.
asking? Are you asking me about like Israel's ethnic cleansing of Palestine over the last 3 years? That happened under Biden and Harris's presidency.
This war has been happening for years and years.
But and then you're leaving out, like, you think that like conflict between Israel and Palestine begun in 2021?
I just said that it's been happening for years and years and years, like probably over 40 years.
And I'm so sorry. Which part of my argument did that dispute? Because once again, my argument was that for the next 4 years, Donald Trump would be worse for the living conditions of Palestinians compared to Kamala Harris. And then you say that who did it start under? I'm so sorry. I don't understand how that refutes a single premise of my argument.
You are saying
the fact of the matter is that Donald Trump will be worse for Palestinians over the next 4 years.
I would love to speak.
Kamala Harris.
I would love to speak and give my points. Can I? Okay. So the part that I disagreed with what you said is you said Trump is responsible for the 1.4 million Palestinian people getting killed, right? That's what you said.
Trump will be Trump will.
No, you said he is responsible.
It hasn't happened yet. Like the Trump's plan for Gaza.
It already happened during Biden's administration when they gave billions of dollars to Israel for weapons.
Okay, I understand.
And they allowed the ethnic cleansing, right?
So you're telling me that the Biden-Harris administration is in part culpable, right, for the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians in the last 3 years. I agree. I've already told you that I agree 10 times. My argument is...
Glad we can agree.
My argument is that Donald Trump would not continue to be culpable for the continued support to the state of Israel through use of funding and weapons and bombs, but also directly responsible for the additional ethnic cleansing of every remaining soul in the Gaza Strip via his plan to personally displace them to
They're already displaced, unfortunately. But the problem is that
they're already displaced. So there's not a single Palestinian soul living on the Gaza Strip?
That's not what I said. People have come back, but they were pushed and pushed farther and farther away.
Oh, that's true.
Throughout, like during the ethnic cleansing of Palestine, that's what happened.
I'm like, Tina, can you tell me what my argument is? I just want to
Your
make sure
argument is that Trump's going to be way worse, and my point is
wait, no. Why do I think Trump will be way worse for
because Palestine? He's continuing, right? You said he's continuing.
Almost, and
support. I don't know what you said because I don't believe.
So in a nutshell, Trump will be worse for Palestine.
Can I just say my point? Like, geez.
No, because you don't know what my argument is.
Your argument is not right because the point is that what I said is
I'm going to go and repeat it. Okay, now you stop talking because you need to understand my argument. Okay?
Okay.
My argument is that Trump is worse for Palestine because he is not only continuing to fund and support the ethnic cleansing as the Biden and Harris administration did, but he is directly responsible for making it worse by supporting higher levels of support to the state of Israel, while also wanting to personally ethnically cleanse 1.4 million Palestinians.
Okay. I agree, and I do not support Trump in that decision of, but again, you shouldn't support everything your president does. There's going to be disarray in some instances.
So I just
My
want to
point,
clarify.
but let me
You
just say this
concede
one
that he's
point,
worse?
please. Oh my God. This one point, okay? The point that I made in the beginning is, unfortunately, no matter who the president is, no matter what, they are unfortunately going to support Israel because they're an ally of America, right? So no matter what the president is, we have an alliance towards Israel. Unfortunately, let me say that again. Unfortunately. But so what you're saying is, well, Trump's continuing. No matter what Kamala would have continued it. Any president that got into office would have continued it because we're allies with them. Do you understand that? Like, no matter what, like, no matter who the president is, we're going to support Israel.
So sometimes when I'm having these discussions, I just contemplate to myself on how can a human be so fucking dense.
Really? I would say I'm pretty open-minded because again,
The
I
reason
wasn't.
I am calling you dense is this. The one point you have been incessantly trying to reaffirm is that regardless of who won the 2025 election, they would have had support for Israel. I do not know why you have tried to reaffirm this point when the first words that came out of my mouth was that Kamala Harris supported Israel, and I disagreed. I do understand that regardless of the outcome of the 2024 election, unless someone like that third-party candidate, who I forget her name now, would have won, that our administration would have supported Israel. Okay? My argument is not that Kamala Harris did not support Israel. My argument is not that Kamala Harris was pro-Palestinian. My argument was that Donald Trump supports Israel more than Kamala Harris.
What has he done thus far for Israel besides posting that stupid video?
Okay.
Which was disgusting.
So I do want to clarify the question that you just asked was disingenuous as shit. Because what you just said was, how has Donald Trump demonstrated that he supports Israel more than Kamala Harris besides his plan to steal the Gaza Strip from the Palestinians and ethnically cleanse millions of them?
You know, they already
That's
got
insane.
it during Biden's administration.
I'm now going to go ahead.
Flattened the land during Biden's administration.
Okay,
and they
so
already put 4 sale signs during Biden's administration.
So I do want to clarify.
Did anyone forget that? Those 4 sale signs of the flattened land of Gaza?
That they've already ethnically cleansed some Palestinians. They've already displaced some Palestinians, and they've already flattened some of the Gaza Strip under Biden and Harris's administration.
They fully did. They fully did.
So when you tell me that they've fully ethnically cleansed all Palestinians off the Gaza Strip, that is false, because the implication of that statement would be that there's not a single Palestinian soul still on the Strip.
Not what I said. The strong survivors are staying there, and go them.
So then they were not ethnically cleansed from the Strip, because ethnic cleansing would mean displacement from one geographical location to another. So I'm... Did our live just get banned? Did she leave? I think that she left. She ran. Okay. All right. Well, I really tried to deal with her to the best of my ability and kind of keep my cool, but that was like very, 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 very uncomfortable. That sucked so much. That was so difficult. That was so difficult, man. Wait, why are people in the chat saying that I kicked her when I had my hands like that? You guys are donuts. We're gonna move on to the next guest. Now, everybody just give us a minute to get that next guest up in here. We got Sean Grayson loaded into that box. There's a lot of people that we do got to thank here. So I'm just going to start going through the list. First and foremost, Isaiah, thank you so much for the $2 super chat over on YouTube. That is incredibly kind of you. Feet with the £2. Thank you, Feet. Aaliyah with the $5. Thank you so much for the love, Aaliyah. Winnie with the $10. Thank you so much, everybody. Please show some love to Winnie down below in the chat. That is absolutely insane. Thank you so much for the love. Winnie, thank you. Aaliyah with the $2. Johnny with the $10. Thank you, Johnny. And Olive with the $20. Everybody, please show some love to Olive down below in the chat. That is literally so incredibly kind, and it means the world. Jack with the $5, James with the $10. Once again, Kim with the $5, Colton with the $5, Gia with the $5. And yeah, thank you guys so much. All right, we're going to move on to the next guest. Everybody just do give us a minute. We got mad trouble loading up right now. Then KT, thank you so much for the $10 YouTube super chat saying best Democratic diva. I try. As well as I'd like to thank Emma with the $3 here on Venmo saying it's your B-Day. Happy birthday, Emma. Brooke with the $10 over on Venmo saying, I started watching you when you were doing lives with psychics and not politics. Yeah, dude, that was before I even started doing politics. Shout out to Brooke with the $10 over on Venmo. As well as Dana with a $1 on Venmo. Timothy with the $10 on Venmo. Brenna with a $5 on Venmo. And then Katie with the $20 on Venmo. Thank you so much for the love, Katie. Everybody, please show some love to Katie. Katie with the $2, Raven with the $10, and Jennifer with the $10. As well as Shelby with the $5, Lotta with the $5, and Tegan with the $6. I'm going to try to read out these donations more frequently. I've been kind of taking it a little bit cooler, so I'm not interrupting the guests, but I'm going to make sure I stay on top of that. If you do want to support the stream, you could support me through Venmo or PayPal. If you're watching on TikTok, you could find that through the link tree in my bio. If you are watching on YouTube and you want to support me, you could find the Venmo and PayPal in the pinned comment or through YouTube Super Chats. And yeah, we finally got the Venmo back. I finally just paid the piper. Gave them what they wanted and got it back. So what's going on, Mama DD? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did. And before you ask, yeah, I'm in the car, but I'm not driving.
Sounds fine to me. Why did you vote for Trump?
So I just thought he was going to be better.
Well, before you tell me why, I got to thank Eric, ERIC, with the $10 YouTube super chat. Thank you for the love, Eric. I want to see at least 500 big W's for Eric, as well as Otto with the $5. Thank you guys so much. So why did you think Trump was better than Kamala Harris?
So to be so honest, I didn't really pay attention to the news or anything at all. And I just thought that he had better ideas.
Okay, like what? What was your favorite Trump policy? Also, Parker, I'm looking for you, man.
So I don't know any of his policies.
So then you don't know he's better. That's just the entailment of that belief. Like, imagine that I ask you if the Mona Lisa or Starry Night is a more beautiful painting. And then you're like, I like the Starry Night a little bit more. But then you're also like, I've never seen the Starry Night, nor have I seen the Mona Lisa. Well, you obviously just don't possess the necessary information to make a value-based judgment on which painting is better. The same way that you lack the necessary information to make a value-based judgment on which candidate was better for the presidency if you don't know any of Trump's plans or policy, and you don't know any of Kamala Harris's plans and policy.
So you would be 100% correct, to be so honest. I think I've actually, maybe because I'm kind of on the fence about it, changing my mind and supporting Kamala. But I don't know enough. And everyone I've surrounded myself with is 100% Maga. So I think it's just hearing a lot of, I hear a lot of them.
It is too late to support Kamala Harris for the 2024 election. But it is very early to be supporting Kamala Harris or the Democrat Party as a whole for the next election. So honestly, what I'd recommend to you is not a political debate. I don't think that you need a political debate right now. What I do think you need right now is to maybe just inform yourself more on politics. Find consumable media sources that are offering you non-biased, news sources and other relevant information. Learn more about what Trump is doing, listen to both sides, and carry on.
Okay, but where would I go for correct information since all the media tends to favor him?
Shit, man. I'd say trust AP News.
Fair, but weren't they kicked out? So how do they get accurate information anymore?
They're denied access to his hearings because They don't want to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Um, I guess, that happened, but I don't really care that much, and I've never really seen AP News report super biased media.
Okay. Okay.
AP, Reuters, NPR, PBS, all pretty solid.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good rest of your day. We're going to move on to the next guest. Hey, Kinsley, thank you for the $2 donation over on Venmo. Saying, please read. I'll make sure I read that. Thank you so much, Kinsley. As well as Jesse, thank you for the $20 donation over on Venmo. Saying, cooking up guests. Yeah, we are trying. Thank you, Jesse. Everybody, please show some love to Jesse in that comment section. Stacy with a $10 donation over on Venmo. Saying, thanks for your patience and education and educating the dense people. We're trying to do our best, Stacy. Thank you for the love. Emma with the $3 and Brooke with the $10. Thank you all so much. And welcome in, Parker. How are you doing today?
Doing great. How you doing, man?
Dude, I am very overstimulated today because I have a screen going on the computer for TikTok, a screen going on the laptop for YouTube, as well as the phone going so I could read the TikTok chat. I'm
I
very
think there's a thing
overstimulated.
for TikTok chat if you're on Live Studio.
There is, but it goes too fast for me to actually read any of it. And on my
Oh,
phone, it's just slow enough where I could read some of the messages here and there.
I get you. I
As
get you.
well as like I don't like
It's valid.
I don't like the layout on the TikTok studio on the computer to read and see the gifs at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, we're gonna get that next guest up in here as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, just do give us one moment here, you guys. We got the next guest loading in
Seems
as
like
we
the
speak.
algorithm is working.
Yeah, man. If this keeps up, I'm gonna start doing all my lives on here.
Yeah, I would. I think that's a valid take there because it looks really good.
And plus, I have very precise, unique control over how loud I am and how loud the guest is on YouTube. Like for the people watching on YouTube, can you tell that the balance of my voice compared to the guest voice is significantly better than it's been before?
Yeah, it is a lot better.
Yeah.
See, it's just TikTok needs to give us Live Studio access on our main accounts. The fact that we don't have that is crazy.
I know, but like the fact that we have 8.6 thousand people on here on an account that I haven't touched for months with less than 60K followers is even crazier. That's even
That is kind of
crazier.
crazy, Chad. That is kind of crazy.
What's going on, Kennedy? Did you vote for Trump?
I did. First off, I have a baby next to me, so sorry if I'm like trying to just keep my baby asleep.
Never apologize for that whatsoever. If there's even a point that comes where you get a drop to tend to your child, no hard feelings. Nobody will be mad. That childcare comes first.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay,
Yep.
so I'm newer to like policies and to, I guess, sorry. Oh no, no, we're good. Okay, sorry. I'm like new to politics and whatnot. And so I just want to share like my first story because I have a personal story with illegal immigrants that affected my personal home and my family, and I would like to get your take on it. I had so my nanny was helping me for a while. I had back surgery in June. And during this time, her brother, we reconnected. We went to high school together, and he became my husband's barber and my son's barber. Well, turns out that he ended up being I don't know what I can say. Can I say SEX trafficker?
Um, just
Or
say it like
yeah,
that. Just say
yeah.
SCX trafficker.
So ended up becoming that. And so I had let somebody like this into my home. He is an illegal immigrant. My husband is a electrician, and we have several immigrants that work for us, and I love them with all my heart. We actually sponsor two of them so that they can become legal citizens. And my take on it is like I see both sides of this illegal immigrant argument, I guess. But last night when I had watched like what was it called? Whatever it was last night. I had noticed that I feel like Trump is looking at all these problems and is saying, okay, we need to get rid of all these trillions of debt we're in and start
Whoa.
making cuts
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
where,
whoa, 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 whoa. Before
okay,
we pivot to government expenditure, let's
okay,
talk about the migration. Did you have anything else
okay.
to say about that?
Okay, well, so he's going to prison, 30 years to life. Um, Me and his family are hoping that he gets deported,
Wait,
and
why? Wait,
ends
why?
up because he's
Why?
a problem.
But like, I say we keep him in the American prison.
Okay. And I agree to that if he doesn't just get let free in Mexico, because that is an option for him, is to get deported back to Mexico.
Yeah,
And
why would you want to do that? So
have him
I
go
mean,
back to Mexico and
I
run
mean,
free. I don't want that.
yeah, precisely. And I actually was
Yes.
convinced of this position not too long ago. I wasn't even convinced. I was just made aware of it because I didn't even consider this. I'd always held the
Yeah.
position that we should deport violent undocumented migrants. But
Yeah.
now I don't think that at all. I think the opposite. I think that we should put violent undocumented migrants in American jails and leave them there so we could ensure that these individuals are serving their due time.
And I agree. I think,
Unless the country they came from would put them into a prison system for
yeah,
the
and
same time in which
that's
we
my
would.
thing too, Parker, is like I agree. I'm like I feel like this is hard for me because I mean, he was going after 10 to 12-year-old girls, and I have a 10-year-old daughter.
Yeah. So I have a question. If like a
Yeah.
40 to 50-year-old man went up to like a 10-year-old girl and said that they're going to be dating them in 10 years, would you ever vote for that person?
Uh, no. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, because here's the truth of it. Like I don't know if because I don't know if they're going to follow through with that. I don't know the circumstance with it, and I
You don't
guess
know if they're gonna follow through, and does that matter to you? Like they said to a 10-year-old girl that they're going to be dating them in 10 years as a 50-year-old man. Like is
yeah.
that someone you'd ever vote for?
But the problem is I can't just say no because that takes away all the other things that like I believe in that he's doing. You know what I mean? Like
So you would vote for someone who's done that?
well, that's a hard answer. That's putting me into a corner because of course not, right? But the thing is I say of course not, but it's not like he's just that. You know what I mean? And I don't believe that he's that way.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
so if Donald Trump went up to a 10-year-old girl and said he was going to be dating them in 10 years, you'd still vote for him?
Kyle, thank you for the $3 over on PayPal. And the
I
Taylor
don't
with the
I
5. Thank you,
literally don't
guys.
know how to answer that because of course not. But at the same time, I'm like Trump has shown his policies. I agree with more of his policies than Kamala Harris. And so
Come
no,
on.
I would not, but I don't want to vote for
Can you tell me some of those policies, Kennedy?
the policies that he's doing.
Yeah, can you name me like 2 Trump policies that you like?
Yes, I like that he's getting rid of a bunch of these funding to transgender community and
Okay, wait.
rats and things like that.
We cannot talk about trans
She's also not
individuals.
mentioning a policy. I asked for a policy, Kennedy.
We can't talk about trans individuals on the live.
Oh, we can't.
The only reason
Okay.
is like that is restricted by the TikTok TOS. I
No
know
problem. We can move
it
on from that.
sucks. I really wish, like,
Okay.
I actually kind of hate TikTok for that because I want to be able to advocate
wanna be able to
for
argue against
marginalized
that.
communities. It's kind of why my platform exists to begin with. It's why I started doing what I do now. And TikTok completely prevents advocation as it would relate to trans individuals.
And I do want to say,
So, Kennedy, can you name the 2 policies? I asked you the question, you still haven't answered.
Yeah.
I know some, but honestly, right now on the spot, like I'm choking. I don't know.
Okay, so you said you would vote for Donald Trump, who said he would date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years just
No.
because of the policies, but you can't remember any of the
Okay,
policies?
what I'm saying, like yesterday when he had talked, I was really upset that the left did not stand up for
Complete pivot, nothing to do with policies. It's just
I
going to
know.
be the left did. You said the left didn't
one-
stand
the
up
left
for
didn't stand up for what?
the kid that is going to be a part of the Secret Service.
Do you know why? Do you know why the left didn't stand up for that?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, I'll fucking tell you. Okay, 2 reasons. Because Donald Trump was using that little boy to parade himself as a champion that deserves.
I don't care. You
Just allow me
stand
to
up
finish.
for that little boy.
Allow me to finish speaking at me.
Okay.
To parade himself as his champion that deserves flattery, respect, gratitude, and thanks. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is actively hurting little boys like that every single fucking day by doing things such as defunding the Federal Department of Education, which has incredibly negative impacts on individuals who require like special tracks of education apart
And
from standardized curriculum, right?
Yes, I agree with that.
Just
No.
like cutting
Okay.
$800 billion from Medicare, making treatments for individuals with conditions such as that little boy just unattainable and too expensive for, I was about to say low-income Americans, but any fucking American. And then on top
My
of that,
son's one of
then,
those.
then on
Yes.
top of that, right? Also, the inclusion of that little boy to give him that symbolic gesture as being an official member of the Secret Service is DEI. And when I say that, I feel like you and a lot of other conservatives are going to have a negative reaction to it because Donald Trump has kind of like instilled this virtue of hating DEI in so many Americans. But this is a positive, or what should have been a positive application of DEI, right? And so when Donald Trump contradicts things that he's done on the more macro scale through this one example, he's just merely tokenizing that little boy. And quite frankly, I thought it was disgusting. I thought it was so disgusting for him to tokenize that little boy, but simultaneously, I do think it was cool for that little boy. I'm glad that he got recognized in Congress, and I bet he had the fucking time of his life, right? Nobody denies that. That little boy had an experience that he will never forget. So
But
good
that
for the
kid
little
doesn't know
boy,
the
but
difference between
disgusting
the
of
left
Trump.
and the right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So good for the little boy. I bet that he had like one of the best experiences of his lifetime, but just very disgusting of Trump.
Okay. Also, I didn't get to go further, so people calling me that I'm against that community I haven't been able to expand on it. So I just want to like let those comments go because anyways, again, I'm just like in this live, I guess, trying to get more educated on. I live in Utah. I come from a very conservative, very predominant Mormon community. And so that's how I was raised. I was raised on very Christian values, all those things. And I guess some things that have like really turned me off, I guess, are just like the way I've been treated by friends. Because I grew up a dancer. I grew up around a lot of the GAY community and all of that. I won't go further into it, I promise. Am I not allowed to say that? Sorry.
Where are you
I'm
from in
so
Utah?
confused. What are you saying right
No,
now?
just
Like,
wait. There's more to it.
Wait,
What
where
I'm saying,
where are you from in Utah? Where did you grow up?
Utah County.
Okay,
Did you watch the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? That's like my community. I know all those girls.
my sister lives in Salt Lake. Very
Oh, okay.
familiar with
I'm like
Utah.
45 minutes south from that.
Yeah, and so continue with what you're saying about the GAY community.
What I'm saying is I had a friend recently attack me on line for just posting like that I was proud to be an American. That's literally what the post said. It was just, I'm proud to be an American today. And then she had called me, a racist, a bigot, all the things that I feel like instantly go into someone's character. Am I not allowed to say that? Why are you laughing?
So now you just like hate gay people?
No, people
So now
call
you
me
just like
that.
want to like defund support funds for like trans individuals? Like where's this going?
No. I guess yesterday let's just talk about the funding cuts. I guess that's where I'm trying to go.
Want to know where this going. So like a gay
I
person
wanna-
called you racist on the internet, and now you like want to defund support systems for trans Americans. Bro.
No. Okay. I guess I'm not coming out with what I'm like trying to say, and I apologize for that. just because I know the messages I'm going to get after, because this happened the last time I came on a live. You get eaten alive by people.
Just be careful talking about trans individuals. I just don't want my life to get taken down. You know what I mean, Kennedy?
No, yeah, you're fine. Let's just talk about the funding cuts, okay? And I can talk about it in a tasteful way.
I just want to point out, you've been on here for about 15 minutes.
Hold on, buddy.
Parker, have we been able to
I want to talk about funding cuts. Can I talk about funding cuts?
It's hurting my brain right now because I really just want to know like what the hell you were saying, and it didn't make any sense at all.
I know. I'm tiptoeing because I'm scared of the DMs I'm going to get. And so I'm just like, I say something and then I'm like, shit, I don't want to say it. I'm going to get attacked for it. And it's not going to be perceived that way. And my apologies for that. But can we talk about funding cuts? We are paying $4 trillion more than we have in America, right?
What?
Yeah, we are in debt, and we're spending.
In debt. Okay, we have debt spending in America. Yep, we spend more than we make.
Okay, hold on 2 seconds. 1 second. My baby's just coming to me. Hold on. Okay. Yes. So we are in debt, and we are in debt to a lot of people, and we're in debt to the American people, right?
We're in a debt to a lot of American people, a lot of non-American people.
So how do we fix that? We have to make cuts, right?
Well, here I'll give you one thing. You don't vote for someone like Donald Trump, who like literally the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget indicated he signed off on over $4 trillion more debt-related spending overall, comparative to the Biden-Harris administration, and his campaign plans for the next administration, right, are $4 trillion more, right, over the next 10 years on a central estimate. So if you actually cared about waste spending, debt spending, right, and hurting the deficit, then you wouldn't have voted for Donald Trump, the person who is less fiscally responsible.
True that.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, it is.
It is
I
true.
don't think
Look at the
that's
Committee for
true.
Responsible Federal Budget.
He indicated to you a source. He said the CRBF. All that you got to do to find this, go on Google, type in Trump v. Biden, federal expenditure, CRBF. You'll find it, and you'll learn that Donald Trump spent more than Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Now, just one moment. I also got to thank a couple donors here. Eric, thank you for the $5. Weldon with the $5, and Andy with the $5. Everybody, show some love to the Riddler, Kristen, Andy, Weldon, and Eric. I appreciate you guys for the super chats, as well as
Clarity. Oh, good.
Jaden with a $10 donation over on Venmo. That is GADEN. Everybody show some love to Jaden. Kinsley with the $2. I appreciate you so much. God.
And Clarity, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. As well as Debbie, thank you so much for the $10. I just want to say, Clarity, I made a video on that. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. Glory, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much. And Ashley, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much.
Okay. So if you were the president of the United States and you saw that you were in debt, what would be the first thing you would do? You'd get rid of these unnecessary
I'll answer
expenses. Okay.
There's a handful of things that I do. So first, I would cut wasteful government expenditure, and then second, I'd see if there'd be.
But you'd have to determine what's wasteful, right?
Yeah. So I'm guessing now this is going to go into, and then on top of cutting wasteful government expenditure, on top of that, I'd also go into bumping up the corporate tax rate to increase government revenues. Now, insofar as the first part of what you said there, and tax rich people more, there's no reason why the top 3 people in our country that own 45% of the wealth are paying a lower effective tax rate than the average American. That's nuts. Now, in response to what I think you're going to say here, you're going to be like, oh, Dean, you want to cut wasteful expenditure? That sounds a lot like what Trump wants to do. So Dean is now apolitical MAGA. No, wrong. And it's because I believe that Donald Trump, all things considered, even when we factor Doge into account, is still worse for our country's debt compared to Kamala Harris. So in other words, right, if Kamala Harris were elected, we'd have less debt-related spending compared to Donald Trump.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say before you cut me off, hold on, sorry. What I was going to say before you cut me off, I'm sorry.
You got to go take care of your baby?
No, I just want to say one more thing because, again, I had talked about how I'm like new to this. I think one thing that
sorry. That was a scream of a baby that needed attention. I dropped you so you could pay attention to your baby.
Yeah, everyone, do tap that screen. Let's run it up to 2 million likes here on YouTube or TikTok. What's up, everyone joining in? How y'all doing? The baby crashing out.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next guest.
Liz, I go.
We got Jenna loading up into live. Here we go, you guys. Hey, for the 10.8 thousand people in TikTok, guys, make sure they were double tapping. Also, Parker, I don't know how to rearrange. I can try to figure it out.
It's up to you. I don't mind.
And then also, if you're ever watching on YouTube, guys, make sure to drop a big thumbs up and a sub if you haven't already. I'm just loving this dual stream layout, and it seems like you guys do too. 11,000 people on a backup account for a backup account is insane. Let me know, 1 through 10, how you like the look of this stream. Then also, Silius, thank you so much for the $3 over on PayPal. I do appreciate you for that love. Shout out to Silius. As well as Catherine with a $5 YouTube super chat, and Madison with the $10 YouTube super chat. Thank you, Catherine and Madison. Madison says, as somebody from Utah, it's exhausting living here. Yeah, man, I've heard the hell stories. My sister lives in Utah, and she is a white woman, obviously, but because she's not Mormon, she's still stigmatized against compared to the other like white women that are Mormon. She has like lost job opportunities because she's not a Mormon. I'm probably sharing like too much like personal family information, but the point is that it's a little crazy out there. It's a little crazy out there. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest at this point. What is up, Jenna? Did you vote for Trump?
Hi, yes, and I'm 24, but I just had one thing to say. You're the party of love and acceptance.
Depends.
So why the hell did no liberals stand up for that little boy yesterday?
Dude, it's every person. Oh my gosh.
Because it's so fucked up and you want us to be on your side.
Let me speed run this real quick. Okay. Yeah, it's because Donald Trump wants to cut funding to cancer research, wants to cut Medicare, meaning that there's going to be more families with children with cancer that can't pay their medical bills. And Donald Trump wants to cut funding to the Department of Education, which completely wipes out a lot of the funding that is spent
for the Department of Education,
personalized education plans for students with special needs. So when Donald Trump brings an individual up with a special need, that being a particular like brain surgery that he had done, meanwhile, he is actively advocating for children like that little boy to have their quality of life reduced in all of these different ways, and makes him a disgusting man that is tokenizing a little boy. And that is not why, that is why no Democrat stood up. But I bet the little boy had fun, and I think that's pretty cool.
So why couldn't you guys clap for the boy?
Wait. Actually, you can watch me on YouTube react to it in person.
Okay, you maybe. How come
in real
no
time
Democrats stood up?
Am I not a Democrat-leaning individual?
I'm talking about there. I'm not talking about you.
You did ask about us. Now you changed.
Okay, why did nobody there stand up for this little boy? And Trump's racist and all this other shit you guys want to say.
Didn't Dean just explain that? And yes, Trump is racist.
So
no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
So I want to clarify. It's not that they weren't standing up for the boy. It's that they were sitting down for Trump because of how disgusting the tokenization of the little boy was. Because Donald Trump is doing literally every conceivable thing in his fucking power to hurt that little boy and millions of children just like that little boy across America by cutting funding for cancer research, by cutting Medicare, by cutting funding to the Department of Federal Education, which cuts funding to personalized education plans. So that is why Democrats were sitting down in that chamber. And if I was a Democrat in that chamber, I probably would have been sitting down too.
Well, guess what? If Kamala ever did it, okay,
says her name right, and then literally says her name wrong on purpose.
But you call Trump an orange menace, and he's your president. Anyways,
no, I call him an Oompa Loompa.
He's your president.
Wait, it's actually not my president. Sorry, not my president.
Okay, fine, that's fine.
Not my president.
But my thing is, if Kamala did anything like that, I would still stand up, even though I hate her, and she is deplorable.
Yeah, because she wasn't held civilly liable of sexually abusing women. She didn't pardon people who pled guilty and admitted to violently assaulting police officers. Yes, he also like undermined the integrity of the 2020 election, right? And our court system, right? Like you literally deny everything that is American, right? The court system, right? Like our democracy, our Constitution. When Donald Trump said he would terminate all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution, these are core American values that the Republicans used to act like they actually cared about.
Also, why the hell do you hate Kamala Harris?
Can I just interject very quick?
Oh no.
I think we're losing focus. It's mainly about the kid, is it not? Regardless of what side you stand on, you still gotta give the kid applause for 12 surgeries and surviving cancer.
Okay, so I'll
And I
repeat.
don't think any Democrat would
Can I?
deny that. Like, that's not
No,
what they
I'm
were
not saying
doing.
Can
they
I?
would, but I'm saying like a little bit of
Oh wow!
decorum
Oh my
still.
god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so sorry that not a single Democrat in Congress stood up when Donald Trump was
No, I
tokenizing
would have
this.
said
Now,
the
if you'd
same
allow
thing
me to
if
finish speaking,
Republicans did it.
just allow me to finish speaking. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
shut the fuck up, Dean.
Oh,
You're
so
such a fucking soy boy.
oh,
Shut the hell up. It's all about the kid.
wait.
You
So
fucking
I have a
low
question.
testosterone
So
fucking soy boy.
so
I
so do
have
alpha?
zero
No, let me talk. Let me
testosterone.
talk. Let me talk.
How do
Let
you
me talk.
feel?
Let me talk. Hey, sir. So do alpha males typically get
I don't give a shit about Trump or who
do alpha males typically get emotionally strained when I try to make a
No, it's
counterpoint?
the fact that
No.
you guys
All
are
right.
still not focusing on the
All
kid.
right, bro. I'm gonna
It's all
need
about the
you.
fucking kid. Who gives a shit?
I'm gonna need you to take.
It's about the
I'm gonna
kid.
need you to inject some more testosterone straight into your veins so you could just
Oh,
calm
trust
down
me,
a
I
little
know
bit.
you'd love to
That's
have
what you
my dick
think,
in your
right?
mouth because you need the testosterone.
Whoa!
I don't need any
What?
testosterone. I have zero testosterone in my body.
I
Why do
know. I can
Can you tell me?
notice.
Can you tell me why
Parker,
do I
I
need
can
to?
see
Why
that
do I
zero
need testosterone?
testosterone. Pale
Why
skin,
do I need
skinny boy,
testosterone? Tell
fucking
me.
soy boy.
Tell me. I have none right now in my body. Why do I need testosterone?
Yo, you just did like the
No, you guys aren't fucking
white
saying
conservative
notice what I'm
men
saying.
try
It's
not to
on the
talk
fucking
about gay
side. It's
sex
about the
challenge
kid.
extra hard.
Wait. I want him to tell me like why I need testosterone. Why do I need that?
Dude, have you looked at your fucking muscle mass?
Wait. Why do I need large muscles?
You don't need large muscles. Just look at your mass in general. You're fucking
So.
too thin to be walking around.
I mean, have you
You're
seen?
man.
I mean, I
Hey, you're
guarantee if
gonna
we
get
looked at
mad.
like
You calm
we
down.
should look at an MRI on this guy right now. We should look at his brain structures
Do
and
not.
see if there are any that are actually complex or actually exist. Like I care more about my brain operating than I care about having big muscles. I'd rather be SpongeBob. I'd rather be SpongeBob and be lifting up fucking stuffed animals, right? And have an absolute like operating brain than be an absolute idiot like you, but be able to fucking like lift up a weight. Jesus Christ.
You're such a beta soy boy, low testosterone soy boy. I want to put my dick in your mouth. How would that give you some testosterone? Are you sweet talking me?
No, but
cut the
those type
shit.
of things I say to your mom last night.
Cut the shit. Are
So
you
cringe,
sitting in
bro.
front of your girlfriend, or is that your daughter, or maybe even both?
No, that's my fiance. Don't give a
You
shit.
talk
So- so
about
cousin-
having
so-
sex with other men and women in front of your fiance. Jenna,
No,
are
I'm not
you
talking
okay
about
with
having sex
this?
with other women and everything.
She's okay with that?
No, it's just called using
No?
something called
No,
repulsive
wait. Oh,
magnetism.
so you're gonna have to sleep on the couch tonight, is what I'm hearing.
Nope, still sleeping in the bed.
I don't think she sounds very happy about that one.
What do you think, babe? I'm still sleeping in bed?
Can I please talk to Dean and Parker?
Oh,
Not in a nice way. I just kind of want to say one thing.
The fact that both sides are kind of assholes, and it's only leave out the little boy, and everybody's just trying to pick sides, but honestly, it's about the damn kid.
He's on the couch tonight.
No, he's sleeping with me.
Okay. The PR is crazy.
Oh, the PR of two people
Alex.
who wouldn't be anything without social media or TikTok.
yeah.
Right.
Before I was
Okay, you're crashing out on the internet, bro. Can't
Before
wait
I
for
was
this to
on-
be a titled
wait.
YouTube video. Maga gets triggered and runs
Oh,
away.
I didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah, you
So
did.
I just
Yeah,
I wanted to be clear.
Yeah, I
before,
only did because you
said that
wanted me to.
you
Honestly, I
you-
wouldn't have voted at all because
You
I hate
said that
both
I want to
parties.
be anything without social media. Yeah, before I was on social media, I had 2 international awards for web design. How many do you have?
Web design? Dude, congratulations. Guess what I do?
What?
You have.
Sure
I'm gonna go ahead and assume
the
that you have
air
0
quality and
international
everything in
awards for
cancer
web design,
research
right?
hospitals is perfect so the doctors can perform the surgeries on little boys like that.
Wait, what do
You
you
do
for
that?
hospitals?
Yes.
I
I
said,
am an
we said, what do you do?
HVAC engineer. I work with positive and negative air pressure to make sure that the operating rooms in cancer research hospitals and everything is clean so that way they can have a sterile area to work in.
Wait, I have a
Do you
question.
want do you want a cookie?
How do the medical professionals?
Oh no, does Dean want a cookie for
how many-
web design? Ooh, it's such a hard thing.
Yeah, it's so hard to win 2 international awards for web design. I appreciate you for recognizing the truth. What do the medical professionals at the hospital that you work at think about Donald Trump's cuts to Medicaid?
I don't know. I never really asked them. I don't have interactions with them. It's
Oh,
construction.
do you like? Wow, they got banned.
Oh, they left.
Okay, all right.
They ran away, Chad. They ran away.
They got banned. They got banned. Dude, that guy was emotional. That guy was very emotional.
Very, very. Winnie, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I find that type of guy to be so despicable. I know that I'm saying it with a smile on my face because I do these debates. I try to keep my cool, but god damn, I really don't like that type of guy. It's so gross. And I love laughing at them because they're so not smart that the stuff they say is so like contradictory to what they think. Like his first 30 seconds we're talking about how little and weak I look and how much he wants to stuff my mouth. Like, just hello, new guest.
Saying we have 0 testosterone.
Yeah.
He still did not tell me why I needed testosterone.
Hello, new guest. Did you vote for Trump? It's obvious because you're lived out.
Well, just real quick, I didn't vote for Trump, but
Take me a while
I want to say,
I'm
I
sorry.
Sorry. Jaden, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. And Elena with the $50. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for Elena on the Venmo? Thank you so much, Elena. I appreciate the $50. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That is incredibly kind of you, the nice words. Thank you so much. Can we get some fucking W's for Elena in the comment section right now? Thank you so much.
Just had to come back here and say
why
that
did
I
you
didn't
leave?
leave. I
What
didn't
happened?
leave. I didn't run. I got kicked out, okay? Because they thought I was under 18. Everyone's in my comments saying I ran from this live. I'm not scared to talk and debate. I actually enjoy it.
Yeah, you deserve that bad luck. That's really funny.
Unfortunately, I'm 25, so I fought it, so I'm back on here, and I
Okay.
decided to request myself.
Okay, well, you're here to debate again, right? Because I was so close to breaking through, Tina. It was unreal.
The thing is, Dean, we're on the same page,
No, we're not.
but we are, though,
Okay.
with Palestine.
Before we have a conversation, let me thank a couple donors here. First and foremost, Tim, thank you for the $10 donation over on Venmo. Everybody, please show some love to Tim. Emily with a $5 YouTube super chat. Everybody, please show some love to Emily. I did hear that. Devin with the $5 Venmo. Thank you, Devin. Garrett with the $10 Venmo. Thank you, Garrett. Shout out to Garrett, Devin, and Tim in the chat. Show some love. Gabriella with the $5. And Laura with the $15. At least 150 W's for Laura. That is LARIA. Thank you so much for the love. Holy crap. You guys are going crazy tonight. And just know that I appreciate and love each and every single one of you guys. And the love on Venmo means so much because we literally just got it back today. As well as, Brenna with a $50 donation on PayPal. I want to see at least 500 big W's for Brenna. That is BRENNA. That is insane. Thank you for the love, Brenna. That is nuts. And oh my God, Samantha with the $100.
Yo, Samantha as well with the $100. Thank you so much,
Holy
Samantha. Can we
crap.
get some
Thank you,
W's
guys.
for Samantha?
Thank you, guys.
Holy shit. Thank you so much, Samantha.
Let's make sure that we read that message real quick. Samantha says, Dina Parker, I've enjoyed your shows. I'm sure it can be tiring with the trolls and the same few MAGA talking points. Please consider meeting guests at their level and allow the well-meaning ones at more grace. I've recognized a few instances where there's misunderstanding on both ends of what was being said. Honestly, there's like a lot of conversations that I'll have where like I feel like I'm too hard on a guest at the end of the day. So I appreciate you for the constructive criticism, and trust me, I will, and I do take it to heart. But I really appreciate you for the $100 donation. And honestly, I do agree with the criticism. Sometimes I am a little bit too hard on well-meaning guests. And anyways, Tina,
I agree.
you're not one of those people.
Okay, Dean,
Awkward.
go ahead with your points.
Okay, so let's go and pick up where we left off.
Not awkward.
So you told me that you're pro-Palestine, and I'm like, how can you be pro-Palestine while being a Trump supporter? And then you were like, it's because Biden...
You can have free thought.
What?
Sorry, go ahead. Free thought.
I don't even... Okay, I'm going to continue with what I said.
Just because you
And-
voted for someone
just
doesn't
give me-
mean you have differing views.
Well, it yields a contradiction. Anyways.
But so because you voted for Biden, do you
it's like-
support Israel because
how about-
he
how about-
supported him?
So how about before you speak, you let me finish speaking? Can we agree on that?
Okay. Yeah.
So then So then I was like, how can you be pro-Palestine and voted for Trump? And then you were like, it's because Biden and Harris really supported Israel. And then that's where I was like, you're right. Biden and Harris did support Israel. I very much so disagreed with that. But Donald Trump supported Israel more. And then you were like, but they both supported Israel. And then I was like, here's how Trump supported Israel more. And then you were like, but they both supported Israel. Then I was like, but Trump supported more. And then you were like, but they both supported Israel. And then you got banned.
Well, I didn't think he supported him more. I think he's just continuing the path that Biden let out for him. So,
but I told
again,
you the very specific ways that Donald Trump supported Israel more, and you did not contest them. And I appreciate you guys for meeting the live goal over on YouTube. I'll do a little dancey dance here soon. I just want to make it when it's during a little bit more of a lighthearted debate, not about this.
Can I ask her, do you think that Trump is worse for Israel? I mean, worse for Palestinians?
I think no matter who the president is, they're going to be supporting Israel, unfortunately.
So you think they're equivalent?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, you guys are talking about Trump posting that video, which again was disgusting, and saying that he's going to make it into whatever. He's probably going to make it into Mar-a-Lago, whatever.
He said he looks at it as real estate development.
Right. But do you guys remember during Biden's administration when Gaza was completely flattened, they started mapping out the houses that we're going to be making? That was
wait. I don't see how this is arguing that they're the same.
Because the land was already for sale during Biden's administration.
So I have a question. Do you think the same amount of Palestinians would have died regardless whether or not Trump or Biden was president?
I mean, the majority of Palestinians died during whose presidency? Biden's.
That's not an answer to the question. Do you think that given that Trump was president, the same amount of Palestinians would have died?
I don't think Trump would give money to a country to kill people.
Wow, that's seriously not an answer to my question. Also, he did give money. The fact that you deny that is crazy. You don't think he gave any money to Israel?
Who? Trump? I mean, I'm not sure.
That is a ridiculous statement. No, Jesus Christ, you don't know anything about the issue if you think that he's never, verified any funding.
How much did he?
There was yearly funding every year for Israel, multiple billions of dollars every year. What's up? He also said he was the most pro-Israel president ever.
During whose presidency?
His own presidency. He said this.
They're all
the most pro-Israel president ever.
That's the point.
Yo, she's doing the same thing. Okay, Tina.
Okay, he allowed for Israel to annex the Golan Heights.
Wait, Parker. Before you continue, I just want to interject real quick because I already had this conversation with Tina. So I did the same thing that you're doing. Tina, be quiet. I was being a rational, sentient human, and I was trying to explain how Donald Trump supported Israel more. And then Tina just did the same thing, but they all support Israel. So what? Tina, ultimatum here.
How about we leave it at free Palestine and move on to the next topic?
Either you legitimately engage with what Parker's saying, or I'm kicking you.
How about we move on to a next topic? Because I think we've all agreed that free Palestine, right?
Fine. We'll move on to the next topic.
Okay.
She will get her wishes, and we will move on to the next topic.
Oh my God, yo, Shannon with $150 on PayPal. Thank you so much for Let's Kick Dean's Butt with Donuts tonight from me and my 3-year-old. #Parker for president. Thank you so much, Shannon. Can we get some W's for Shannon in the comment section right now? Thank you so much.